Good afternoon, everybody. I had a post a while back about receiving some products from a company called Aware. Aware is a mental health, I would call them like a mental health advocate company. Aware stands for Way to Advocate and Represent Every Day. They did reach out to me a while back about becoming an ambassador for their company, which I did accept. And I did order some of their products because I am a huge mental health advocate, having dealt with mental health issues pretty much my entire life. It's great that this company has products that represent many different mental health conditions, cancers, things like that. And I did receive my package quite a while ago. It has been quite a while, but if you know me, you know that I do struggle with mental health, and I've just been dealing with a lot here recently. So this package has just been sitting on my counter. I did just open it. So we are going to pull everything out and go over each item together. First, I'm going to go over the t-shirt that I purchased. I got it in purple. They do have a great color guide on their website that tells you what each color represents, and each color does represent a wide array of different things. It doesn't just represent one thing. So I chose the purple as a survivor of domestic violence and also for cystic fibrosis. My youngest child, my daughter, does have cystic fibrosis, so that is why I did get this t-shirt. I got it in a 2X. I do like my shirts to fit rather big. I like them to be nice and comfy, and this one is definitely true to size, I would say. And then secondly, I did order a couple of different pieces of jewelry from Aware. Let's see, what is this first one? This first one is a bracelet, and I got this in teal. If you know me, you know that I had suffered from cervical cancer back in 2020, pretty much right after COVID hit. Let's see if I can get it on. I am probably going to need help to get this on. I can't get it. It does fit. I think it is going to fit. It's just a matter of getting the clip to attach to the other side. All right, I finally did get it on, and it fits perfectly. It is not too small. I was a bit scared when I first saw it that it was going to be way too little, but I do have small wrists, and I feel like if I went with the next size up, which is the biggest size they have in the bracelets, that it would have been way too big. It would have been slipping off of my hand, but this fits perfectly. Not only does teal represent cervical cancer, it represents many, many other things. For me personally, it's representing the cervical cancer that I have survived from. I am in remission, so that's great. It also represents PTSD as well, which I do suffer from. On their website, they do have a color guide, which is great. So you can go on there and look and see what every color represents. And they have jewelry to match each color. So that is the bracelet. It feels very sturdy. I don't feel like this is made cheaply. I feel like this is going to last quite a while. And it is very beautiful. I absolutely love it. And then lastly, we have our necklace, which I did get in green. I got the green because one of the things that the green represents is mental health advocacy, and I'm a huge advocate for mental health. It also represents many other different things. Their website has a great listing of everything that they represent. This feels really nicely made. This does not feel cheap at all. That's one of the main things that I was concerned about, was if it was going to be cheap. And I don't remember when I ordered, because I ordered this like a month ago, I think. If they have different sizes in the necklaces, I'm not entirely sure. Let me go ahead and put this on. I may as well go ahead and put on the shirt too. All right, I've got the shirt on. It's very comfortable. It's very soft. Got my necklace. This necklace is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And my bracelet. You can even use this as an anklet too, which would be pretty cute. But this jewelry is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Definitely not cheaply made. Very great quality. And it did arrive rather quickly. They offer 2 shipping options. They have just your standard shipping, which I think is like 5 to 7 days. I did pay for the expedited shipping, and I think it was scheduled for 3 to 5 days. I believe I did get it on the 5-day mark. So it was on the longer end of things. But I do have a code that you can use if you wanted to order. It is posted on my Facebook. It's Chris20. If you did want to order from Aware, advocate for mental health, advocate for cancer, advocate for pretty much everything under the sun. And I will post on this video the link for the website, where you can also go to see what each color represents. I do not go out very often with my agoraphobia. It's been a very long time since I've left the house. So many people in my town, in my area, are not going to get to see me walking around representing these products. That is why I did want to go ahead and post this video for everybody to see the beautiful jewelry. Absolutely love these pieces. Just your small purchase, any purchase made goes to charity. 10% of your purchase goes to charity. Far as I know, I do believe it's not a specific charity. I think the company decides which charity will get that 10%, and it changes. So 10% of your purchases goes straight to a charity, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I have my code Chris20. If you do want to place an order, I will post the link in my video in the comments for you, if you wanted to go ahead and make a purchase. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope that this video may inspire someone to become a mental health advocate as well.